In this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how PB Trading is making over $400,000 a month with the info product as of right now. I'll be showing you guys the full content systems they're using, the full funnel breakdown, and the full sales process they're using to convert leads. Honestly, super excited for this side of things, specifically because they have one of the more unique funnels I've looked at in the last few months. So super excited for that side of things. But if you're a coach and consultant and you're looking for some help with the info product side of things, there's going to be a link down below for you guys to book a call if you're looking for help. There's also a link for my Instagram if you guys want to just shoot over a message. That's perfectly fine as well. Now, let's get into the content side of things. As you guys will see, they're posting on 3 main platforms. First of them being on Instagram, second being YouTube, third being Meta. All these Meta ads are run specifically on Instagram. They're not running any Facebook ads, just to let you guys know before we get into that. But in terms of the Instagram side of things on organic, okay, they're posting very, very similar styles of content. So as you guys can see, in terms of Patrick or Patty's content, it's very top of funnel content. So they've got the top of funnel over here, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. Top of funnel being this type of video where he is speaking specifically about his car. He's making a very comedic video about him being a profitable trader. This is middle of funnel because obviously he's speaking about trading, and he's saying how he made 6K while playing Rocket League. This is very top of funnel. He's not speaking about trading whatsoever. Over here, you could consider it top of funnel specifically because he's using his brother, Daddy Wellness, who is a top of funnel guy. He's not posting very like niche content. He's posting funny videos as well, which is obviously going to bring in that audience when that audience sees his face, which is going to make them more interested in the video about his brother trading, obviously. Okay. Then this one he's speaking about like Asians and how they're super rich, top of funnel, super top of funnel. This one he's talking about sleeping with his daughter's like friends when he's like 50 years old. So super top of funnel as well. Then over here as well, he's also, well, this one's actually bottom of funnel specifically because he's speaking about the trade he made and how much he actually made from that trade specifically. So overall, you guys will see that he's posting a lot of top of funnel content over here. Not much bottom of funnel. It comes in every now and again. But overall, the strategy with this channel and Patrick's content overall on Instagram is specifically just top of funnel. He's posting a lot about lifestyle. He's posting a lot about random content, a lot of funny content, and just being real with his audience. And that's the main thing you guys can take away. Obviously, he's mixing in the trading content every now and again, but it's not the main strategy. Okay. And another thing you guys can notice with the content is specifically that he's being very comedic and he's being himself. That's one thing I noticed, and that's a recurring theme throughout their content, is specifically that they're being themselves. They're not trying to put on a mask. They're not trying to be someone they're not. They are being themselves. They're cracking jokes every now and again. They're being funny. They're making probably inappropriate jokes. They're making kind of offsides jokes every now and again. And it relates with a lot of people. And that just, I think, is another reason why they're doing so well, is they're being realistic. They're not putting on a mask, and they're just being themselves. But now in terms of Blake's content, you guys will see it's a lot more about trading. So it's not as top of funnel content. It's more middle and bottom of funnel content. So these videos specifically where he's breaking down trades are super bottom of funnel content. Obviously, they're still doing well in terms of the view side of things, but it is very bottom of funnel specifically because he's speaking about the trades he's making, why he takes the trades, how he took the trades, what's the mindset behind them. He's talking about all of that, and I wouldn't watch that. A trader wouldn't watch that. Someone who is interested in trading would not watch that whatsoever. So that's another big thing you'll notice with his content. It's way more bottom and middle of funnel content. Obviously, he's still mixing in the top of funnel content over here. So he's got me and bro because we click buy and sell for a living. The moment trading click for me, that could be a middle of funnel video. This is more of a middle of funnel video because he's speaking about trading and how you have to hit rock bottom to actually succeed. You have to lose all your money to succeed. This one, he's talking about, it still doesn't feel real to be in the position I'm in right now, that type of thing. So overall, that video would be more top of funnel. But as you guys can see, it is way more niche specific. It is way more specific to what they're actually teaching. And that's the main idea with the top, middle, and bottom of funnel content. If you guys don't know what that is, top of funnel content is just general videos, something that's more likely to go viral, a video that's most likely to go viral. Middle of funnel content you could consider when someone's speaking about a specific topic. So for example, when one of them is speaking about specifically trading, that could be considered a middle of funnel video. Yes, he's not teaching anything or being super specific, but he's teaching about it. So it means it's going to attract traders more likely than it's going to attract like a dropship or anything like that. That's the biggest thing with the middle of funnel content. And then in terms of the bottom funnel content, it's very educational, very specific. Only a select few people are going to watch that specifically because it's very specific to what they're doing. They're either teaching something, they're talking about a specific topic, like, a news event that's happening in the trading markets, or this discount that's happening with these prop firms, whatever it is, it's very specific to the trading market and something only traders would know and actually watch. And that's the biggest thing. Okay. But main takeaways in terms of the short form side of things is specifically that they're posting very raw, very authentic. They're not trying to put on a mask, as I said earlier, and they're just being themselves. Okay. Another key thing you'll notice throughout their personal brand is specifically that they're posting a lot of testimonials. Okay. So over here, there's quite a few testimonials. You guys can scroll for days, honestly. There's more over here, as you guys can see. And honestly, this is not the only one on their Instagrams. There's quite a few, if I'm being honest. So they do have a lot of student testimonials on their Instagrams, and it's a recurring theme throughout their personal brand. They have a lot of student testimonials. Okay. Another thing I noticed, I just did this for the video. I specifically searched them up on Google and see what people are thinking about their program, because I was like, okay, are these guys legit? Are they not? Okay. And I saw this comment specifically. So this guy over here, at the moment, people who are selling on TikTok or Insta are not legit whatsoever. People who really trade don't need to sell you a course, that type of thing. And I think this guy's stupid. I think he's probably poor. And then this guy comes in over here. His name's Luca Fitness. Props to this guy. He says, listen, I've been in their Discord for months on end. They go live every single day. They don't miss a day. They've been showing their payouts, showing how much money they're making for the past 2 years, with over 500 people live every single day. And not many people can do that. So I think you're stupid for thinking that they're a scammer. And he's defending them. Like, no one asked him to do that. No one asked him to go defend these guys, but he did it out of the goodness of his heart, because he saw these people were kind of diminishing their name and putting a bad word on their name and saying that these guys are scammers. So that's the biggest thing as well. Obviously this guy over here, adorable video, he's saying that these guys are scammers. Anyone who teaches anything is a scammer. I think this guy's stupid as well, probably poor as well. But yeah, as you guys can see, main content strategy is being very raw, very authentic, and showing a lot of student testimonials. That's one thing you guys can take away from this, okay? But also with short form content, they do run a bit of clipping on the side as well. This is just one of the channels I found with 22K followers, posting very, very top of funnel content, very comedic videos on this side of things. Another thing you'll notice with Patrick specifically is he has a channel called Mr. Loveface or Mr. Lovelace, whatever it is. And yeah, he's just being himself. This is not about trading whatsoever. It's not about cars. It's not about lifestyle. It's not about making money at all. He's talking about random concepts here. He's talking about, in this video, how you must let the hangover win. Don't get out of bed. Don't go to the gym. He's like talking about a hangover. This video specifically is talking about how all the pretty girls he knows are crazy. Like, that's very comedic. It's more likely to go viral. It's not about trading whatsoever. It's not about making money. It's just being funny, and it's being himself and giving his opinion as well. Okay, so that's the biggest thing with these channels overall. Now, in terms of the YouTube side of things, as you guys will see, they're posting specifically about trading. So as you guys can see, a lot of trading recaps, okay? They're posting testimonials. They're doing, 3 noob traders compete for $5,000. They're being very, very specific with their content, okay? Over here, Blake is posting about how he made $14,000 in 10 minutes, how day traders make, or how day trading made me a millionaire at 21, how I made 15K in, 15 minutes or 7 minutes, how I lost 15K in 7 minutes. This is super realistic as well. He's not just showing you the wins, he's showing you the losses as well. Trading changed my life forever. How I used ICT to make over $129,000. Like, they're being very, very specific with this style of content. And the reason they're doing it is specifically to educate their audience. Think about it. If you watched only someone's short form content, how long is it going to take you to convert? But if you watch 3 short form videos and then you go click on their YouTube video and you watch it for 20 minutes, and then you see them making 20K with the trading strategy that you don't know about, or you see some kid that they've taught trading and he's buying a new car and he's buying an M4, and you're like, oh shit, okay, I actually want that. You're going to be way quicker to convert. And that's the biggest thing with the long form content. It is educating people super, super quickly. And obviously, it's building a further connection with the people. Okay, so not complicated overall on YouTube. It's just very specific to trading. Their main goal is to teach people and give value. But not only that, if you watch these videos, they are very funny as well. They're not sitting down in a tie and stuff like that. They're still being themselves, similar to the short form content, but they obviously are just focusing on the teaching aspect, and then they're just being themselves, how it is, So that's another big thing you guys will notice with the YouTube content is specifically, it's very educational, but they're still being themselves. Now, in terms of the ad side of things, as you guys will see, it's very, very organic as well. So that's their whole personal brand. It's organic, it's them. Okay, but there's a few main styles of content they're posting. So first being testimonials. So they've got a lot of testimonials over here. Okay, as you guys can see, that Riley Buertha guy. It's the same video over here where this guy made or Zero to Dream Car. That is exactly what they're doing over here. They're literally just putting that video over here. It's literally 50 minutes long. So as you guys can see, they're showing a lot of testimonials and showing what they do is real and they're not some trading scammer. And then they're doing a lot of short form style of content. So for specifically in this video, they're speaking about how, oh, you were working at 9 to 5 and you left that 9 to 5 to become a trader, and now you're more of a slave to the markets than you are to your job. At your job, you work from 9 to 5. Now on the market, you wake up at 8, you assess the markets, and then you stay up until like 2 a.m. or whatever it may be. And they're saying like how you're more of a slave now to the markets than you are to a 9 to 5. Okay, in this video, he's breaking down his trade and how he made, $15,000 in bed. I showed you guys that video earlier in the video. Okay, this video specifically over here, what's inside the mentorship. This is on their thank you page, which I'm going to show you. So they're not sitting down and filming ads and being like, oh, buy my course, buy my course. They're just using the content that's working on the organic side of things and leveraging it for paid. Okay, and that's a big thing you guys are seeing. Obviously, with this specific video, they haven't used it as a video on organic side of things, but it is on their funnel, which I'll show you guys a bit later. Okay, they're also posting a lot of long form content. So for example, in this video, they're doing a trade breakdown. This video is 11 minutes long. Okay, in this video, they're doing like 7 lessons or whatever it is. It's also long form content. In this video over here, they're doing a 14-minute long video. This is an ICT for Dummies series. This was a series they did. I think they did like 10 or 11 episodes for this. But for example, as I said to you guys earlier with the YouTube, they're being very raw in the YouTube style of content. In this video specifically, I watched it. They start off the video with a theme song. They're like ICT for Dummies. Like, it's very raw, very authentic, and they're just laughing in the beginning of the video pretty much. And that is obviously attractive to a lot of people. They want to make money and still be, themselves. They don't want to be making money and now they have to be the serious person. So I do think that is one of the things they're doing well as well. And then obviously these two videos are 3 noob traders compete for 5K. So as I said, it's not like they're sitting down and filming YouTube videos or ads. They're literally just taking what's working on the organic platforms and leveraging for ads. Okay, now let's get into the funnel side of things. So this is one of the more unique funnels I've looked at in the past few months. So as you guys can see over here, okay, it's super simple opt-in funnel. Okay, so you just opt in, then obviously you get hit with the VSL. It's a basic VSL. I'm not going to go over it, where they're just talking about their lifestyle and how things were before trading and how trading changed their life. And then they obviously give you the offer and how this is different from everyone else. Very, very basic, very similar to a lot of people. So I'm not going to break that down. Okay. But after that, you're going to apply to the mentorship. So you're going to go, are you a day trader already? Yes or no? Over here, are you familiar with, how familiar are you with trading? What's your biggest motivation? What's your biggest struggle? How much do you have to invest, or how much do you have saved up to invest in yourself? And then why do you want to join the one-on-one mentorship or the 1% mentorship, may I say? Okay. Then from there, what's different about this funnel is specifically that you're not able to book in a call. I'll get into this a bit more later, but you're not able to book in a call. Okay. I'll speak more about this later, but as I said, okay, after that, you go straight to this thank you video. As I said, not being able to book a call. I'm not going to say it again. And then straight from there, they hit you with a thank you video. So this thank you video is saying like, thank you for applying. Not thank you for booking a call. Thank you for applying. Then they're going to hit you with a bunch of these videos. So these are breakout videos. Specifically, what these are used to do is, first of all, to educate the audience once they've applied and answer as many questions as possible. So for example, he's asking a question about, what do I get inside of the one-on-one mentorship? If you guys remember correctly, this is the video they're using for their ads. But as you guys can see, what do you get inside of the one-on-one mentorship? How do I know PB trading is legit? Okay, in this video, he specifically shows one refund they have out of 200 people that have ever been in their program. And he's like, let's ask this guy why he refunded us. And he was like, bro, I just needed the money. And it's like a call recording. And he's just like, he's being realistic with them. That's another big thing on that side of things as well. He's just answering the question, like, how fast till I see results? He's setting expectations with that video. Okay. Then he's going into, what should I do if my friends and family don't support me? So this is probably an objection a lot of people give. and they're handling that objection on the front end. So what they're doing in these videos is they're setting expectations, handling expectations, and answering as many questions as possible. Okay, but that's pretty much the funnel. Super, super simple. Another thing you'll notice with the funnel is specifically that they've got a lot of testimonials. Like they flood you with testimonials. So for example, they've got 6 videos over here. They've got another one over here, another one over there. They've got tons on tons and tons of student testimonials, which is super, super unique, and it actually shows that people are actually winning in their community. Like for example, them putting a screenshot of someone buying an M4 from their mentorship is crazy. Like that shows a lot of social proof. So I do think that's a big thing in terms of why they're doing well as well. Okay. But now in terms of the sales process, as I said to you guys, once you fill out that form, you're not prompted to book a call. You can't book a call on the funnel. Okay. Once you fill out the form, you're going to get sent to that thank you page as I just showed you. Okay. Then a dialer is going to give you a call. You're going to get booked in. So specifically on this dialing call, what they're going to do is they're going to get you and try and get you booked in. So for example, they're going to ask you a few questions about your situation. They're going to ask you, what are your goals moving forward? What's stopping you from getting to those goals? And then they're going to obviously prompt you to get into to book a call. Then from there, they're also going to qualify you. So they're going to make sure you actually have the cash, because people do lie on type forms. You could consider this a triage call. And pretty much what they're just doing on this dialing call, once you fill out that form, is literally just confirming that you're a real person, getting, some information about you, confirming you have the money for the mentorship, and then they're booking you in. Super, super simple, not complicated whatsoever. Once you get booked in though, you get placed in a group with the setter and the closer. Okay, they're going to make sure you've watched all the breakout videos, these videos specifically over here. Okay, just want to show you guys them again. These videos here where he's just answering them questions. Okay, after that, he is specifically you're going to get hit with the hammer them strategy, or they're going to start an email sequence. So what this is called the hammer them strategy. So it's by Jeremy Haynes. If you guys want to check that out, I would recommend going to do it. But pretty much these emails are just, as I said in the breakout videos, they're used to educate you. They're used to get you more well nurtured on who the person is. They're there to answer questions, handle objections, set expectations. It's pretty similar to honestly what the breakout videos are. It's just in a different format. It's on obviously emails instead of video format. So just depends, but that is one of the things they're doing. Then they start sending you some long form videos to watch and some long form content to get you more nurtured as well. Okay. Then they're going to start confirming your call 24 hours before, confirm your call 3 hours before, and then obviously you're going to hop on a call and close these people. Then obviously you've got your post-call process. If the call is closed, obviously they're going to start the onboarding process. If the call is not closed, they're going to hit you with a non-call close flow. Pretty much what this is just sending you a bunch of free content to further educate you, to further sell you on the fact that these people should be your mentors. So that maybe, just maybe, you're going to come around and say, oh, I actually want to do this now. I'm ready to invest. Pretty much. Super, super simple. But yeah, one of the more unique funnels I have looked at in the past few weeks, definitely, specifically because you can't book in straight after you fill out the form, which is super unique. One thing I did notice is that the team's not super dialed in. The team only called me once. The team only, messaged me once, and they just left it at that. Like they didn't try and follow up. They didn't try and get in contact with me again. And unfortunately, with a funnel like this, I just don't think, not having a great sales team, maybe I just had a bad sales rep try and connect me, or maybe he's a new sales rep, or whatever it is. I just think right now the sales team wasn't super, super dialed from personal experience, obviously. But yeah, as I said, sales team wasn't super dialed there, and they called me once, which isn't optimal. They messaged me once and just left it at that. And then they messaged me the next year. Like they weren't like trying to get on a call with me. And I think that's super important. Not only that, they called me like 10, 15, 20 minutes later. Like most people won't pick up a call from that. And if their operator, Braden, is watching this video, I'd recommend going to check out what's going on that side of things, because I do think that is costing you guys a lot of money. Okay. Anyways, I overall think they're doing a very good job. As I said, with most of their content, it's very, very raw, very organic. That's their main style of content. They're being themselves. They're not overcomplicating anything. And they're actually showing real student results. They're being real with their audience. But yeah, I hope you guys got some value from this video. There's going to be a link down below for you guys to book a call if you're looking for some help with your info product. And if you just want to ask me some questions, there is going to be a link for you guys to just message me on Instagram. So yeah, peace out. Don't know why I said that. That was pretty gay, but yeah.